Hello and welcome back to Dreamwalker Tarot. My name is Dawn and this is the September reading for Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Mercury. So I've gone ahead and pulled the cards. We're going to just get right into the reading. Cancer, what is currently happening for you right now is the Devil. So some of you might be involved or dating a Capricorn person. Capricorn might be in their chart somewhere. Others of you might be kind of falling into old patterns and old behaviors that you adopt when trying to handle or deal with stress. So that can run the gambit from, just kind of letting loose. Sometimes this kind of falls in like the category of like drinking too much or partying a lot, maybe being involved with drugs or drugs again and again, alcohol. So that could kind of be the state that you're in, or it could be the state of the person that you're dealing with. Again, this could be a Capricorn. What's crossing you is the Four of Pentacles in the reverse. So you might be in a place where you feel like you have to hold on to your finances, right? You might be kind of dealing with some financial issues, or just feeling like you need to protect your money or your assets from this Capricorn person, or just in general. It could talk about being a little bit greedy, a little bit selfish with your finances. And that, again, could be you, or it could be the person, but I feel like this is your mechanism in terms of like coping with this person. So obviously one of the habits that you have in terms of like your bad habit is you're definitely not really spending any money right now. Or actually, no, you could be overspending, putting your money in the wrong places. Or, I mean, some of you could also not be spending money, kind of holding on to your finances, or trying to keep your finances away from this person. In the past, we had the Page of Wands. So there might have been a little bit of a passionate beginning, feeling a little bit of like a free-spirited, really kind of going with the flow, right? Kind of jumping into life and really kind of like exploring life. And I feel like a lot of the habits that you've picked up, you might have picked up along the way. But also you're a little bit mature in terms of your age. So this could have been you in the past. And so now you're in a different space, but I feel like the space that you're in is taking away from your openness and your free-spiritedness. In your current awareness is the Death in reverse. So some of you might be dealing with a relationship or a dynamic that has already ended, and with the card being in the reverse, it means that you might not necessarily be letting go of it or processing that death, or letting things go in relationship to the death. We'll come back and see what this card is referring to. We pull clarifiers for it, right? In the subconscious realm, we have the Seven of Cups. So when we see the Seven of Cups, that is an indication that sometimes the things aren't necessarily as they seem. So you could be offered something, you could have multiple choices, or have a decision ultimately to make and having a hard time making the decision because you aren't necessarily sure if what you're seeing is what it really is, or if there's something else there hidden that you don't necessarily know, right? And what is the outcome is the Page of Cups in the reverse. So the Page is also, we see the Page sometimes when we're getting like messages incoming. The Page of Cups is usually a person that really has like a great belief in anything, in the impossible. It's a romantic at heart. It's kind of into their creativity. And I feel like with this card showing up in the reverse, you might be in a space where you're kind of falling back from that believing in everything. I feel like your belief in things, especially in the impossible, right, is lacking right now. So you're kind of not necessarily trusting things, or dynamics, or things, or maybe people that are in front of you, because it feels like even though this initial energy was here, this was in the past, and now you're kind of moving forward, and it feels a little bit like a little bit of jaded energy, or feeling like you have to kind of restrict your energy. Some of you, this could be a Pisces individual. You see with these two fishes on the cups, this could be also Pisces energy, and not like kind of falling back from that dreamlike state that you've been in, and not necessarily believing that all things are like as beautiful as they might appear, right? Let's pull some clarifiers again for the Death in reverse. What is the Death in reverse here for? What is the Death in reverse? So for the clarification for the Death in reverse, we have the Moon in reverse. We have the Seven of Pentacles in the upright, and we have the Ten of Pentacles in the upright. So what we have, well, I mean, the Moon is usually a representation of your energy. And the Seven of Pentacles is about work, putting in work to grow something. And that thing is like a family, long-term stability, long-term goals. But this is centering around like your family or your home life. It feels like there was some information that came out. Some secrets were revealed with the Moon card. It's usually a revelation of secrets. Secrets that came out about someone in your family. It could be related to a third-party situation, because with the 10 and the 3 and the 7, we have a 3 of Pentacles that's kind of like, you know, playing out in this dynamic here. And so it could be that for many of you, what you do know is that someone in your family has been keeping a secret from you that kind of came out regarding their third-party situation, or they might have been stepped out of the relationship. And so for you, the relationship feels like it's over, probably because there's no trust, but also, like I said, it goes back to this feeling jaded, right? Feeling like that romance is gone, is dead. Some of you might be kind of holding on to your finances because you want to move. And it could be, like I said, related to this to this Devil card. What is the 4 of Pentacles in the reverse here for? What is the 4 of Pentacles in the reverse here for? So we have a a Knight of Swords, and we have the World card. So it feels like rushed energy, like moving forward. The Knight of Swords, the indication of rushing into something, or in this case, trying to run away from something, or someone, right? And trying to head off into a space of like a new beginning or a new start. So some of you might want a new start, right? Let's look at the Page of Cups in the reverse. What is the Page of Cups? So again, the Wheel and the Ace. So we have the Ace of Swords and the Wheel. So a lot of this is just in your thinking, right? In your mind. It's the way that you perceive things to be as of right now. And you feel like, again, with the World and the Wheel of Fortune, it feels like it's time for a new start, something new. But again, I think in the subconscious, you are kind of like contemplating the choice, but are unsure about what choices to make or what is available to you. You know, but again, this goes back to this, right? This energy of feeling a little bit jaded, right? And a little bit confused about the decision about moving forward. Okay, so let us ask, what is the advice in terms of the Seven of Cups? What choice should Cancer make? What choice should Cancer make? Ooh. What choice should Cancer make? That's crazy. The clarification for the Seven of Cups is the Seven of Cups in reverse. It's also Justice, right? And the Keeper of the Sacred. The Keeper of the Sacred is, in this particular deck, is also referencing the Hierophant card. So we have the Hierophant and we have the Justice card. And we also have, again, like I said, the Seven of Cups in reverse. So the Hierophant is talking about like spirituality. It's getting in tune with your spirituality. But it's also kind of coming at things and approaching things from a balanced perspective. For some of you, the choice could be a Libra person that you are married to. If that is an option, you know, this person could be a lawyer, in the field of law in some aspects, or they could be someone who is a man of the cloth, or a woman of the cloth. If those are choices that are available to you, it's a choice between these two people, right? I think it's asking you to tap into your spirituality and trust your intuition about making this choice, and allow that to kind of like guide you to the right choice. But be careful, like, you know, when we see the Seven of Cups, like sometimes things are not necessarily what they seem, and that seems to be kind of like the theme here. On the subconscious level, things are not necessarily what they seem. So sometimes we could be reacting off of emotion first, in some situations, without really knowing the full story or the full facts. And so for some of you, that could be kind of like what's playing out. But if you had to make a choice from a rational perspective, a rational place, and yeah, allow this to kind of like play out, to kind of be the judge on the final decision. But if you had a choice between a man of the cloth and an attorney, take a tempered approach in picking the person or choosing that person. Some of you might be trying to figure out what profession you want to go into. And ultimately, I feel like it's about leaning into your spirituality to tap into that, to get the questions or be clear in your mind about the next phase or the next chapter in your life before you make that final decision, move forward. Don't rush, take it slow, right? So let's pull a card for advice. Oh, that came out kind of quick. The card that comes out is It's All Good. It's all good. 18. Every experience you have in your lifetime has the potential to be a teaching tool. By remembering and embracing this idea, the situations you encounter become less fraught with unneeded emotion and drama. By not attaching labels or expectations to people and situations, you allow the pure divine energy to flow unimpeded. While you may have little control over what happens to you at times, you always have control over how you react. Do you react on an impulse, strike out at others when you feel hurt? Do you crawl into your safe place when the world seems mean and hurtful? Face this challenge in your life head on. Be thankful for the opportunity to experience whatever it is that is happening. Set yourself a goal of learning from every situation in your life and find that silver lining. It is there. So I mean, ultimately, I feel like there is a part of you that is holding on to something that you shouldn't hold on to, that is dead, and being able to like move out of that into a new space here with the Wheel of Fortune. It's a new chapter, and the opportunity to do things right. Again, a lot of this is in your thinking, and it's also about being jaded. So it's really about taking the time to not allow experiences that you have in your life to turn you where you are unable to look at the brighter parts of it, or the brighter aspects of it. Like the card says, there's always a silver lining, and so it is essential that you take a medium ground with your choices and your decisions, because sometimes things are not necessarily what they seem, but everything is a learning experience, right? Oh, that was pretty straightforward and to the point. That is the end of the reading. Thank you so much for listening and for being here. Please let me know how this is working out in your life. Please go ahead and share the video with a friend who you think may benefit from the message here. Please subscribe to the channel and hit the bell for post notifications, and like the video. Thank you so much again for being here, and I really appreciate you. Thank you, and I'll see you soon.